legit. Anything you want.
Top 3 cheap coins with potential for huge investment returns. Every cryptocurrency investor aims to pick the best coins, and then buy as many of its units as possible. Of course, this is easier said than done, since nobody knows the future, and nobody can tell which coin is truly a safe investment. However, for those deeply familiar with the market, various projects, and possible trends of the future, it is still possible to make a decent educated guess. While there are numerous coins that show promise, we will only talk about 3 of them today. Even so, these are the coins that are currently very cheap but have the potential to change this in the future. If this turns out to be true, obtaining them now and holding on to them would be extremely beneficial. 1. Bitcoin BTC. You might be surprised to see it coin in this list, but with the current situation, it only makes sense. Bitcoin is the #1 crypto that has already survived numerous market crashes and difficult periods, only to emerge stronger than ever each time it bounces back. However, during said market crashes, its price was known to reach huge depths. These periods, however short or long, have always been a perfect time to buy BTC coins for cheap, and then wait for the price to correct itself. We have already witnessed Bitcoin's capabilities and potential when it reached $20,000 almost a year ago. It managed to resist the bear market's attempts to bring it below $6,000 for most of 2018. Then, it took a crisis within its own ecosystem to take it down by an extra $2,000. This is where BTC is sitting now, at around $4,000 per coin. After all of that, it is definitely resilient and tough, not to mention cheap. If its supporters are to be trusted, the situation will not last for long, and BTC will skyrocket again, as soon as the situation stabilizes once more. 2. EOS. EOS is another well-known project that needs no introduction. For a long time, OSHA's been aiming to take over Ethereum and replace it as the #1 smart contracts and dApp developing project. While ETH has held its ground for an impressive amount of time, there are many who believe that its imperfections will eventually be the cause of this replacement. While EOS is by no means perfect, it is more advanced than Ethereum, which is something that most people agree with. Ethereum has been popular due to the fact that dApps can be created for cheap, where EOS charges slightly more serious prices, which ensures that only the most serious and dedicated projects choose to be based on its network. In case that EOS does replace that, as many expect it will happen, its price will likely skyrocket and make huge returns on each investment. The biggest issue in this plan is time, as investors need to be patient and allow the market and these projects to mature, and find their rightful place in the world. This is a process of settling that will maybe even take a few more years, but strong coins like EOS will likely survive them, and emerge stronger than ever on the other end. 3. Basic Attention Token. BAT is one of the projects with a lot of potentials, as it aims to change the way companies interact with their consumers. When you think about the future, a lot of things are uncertain, subject to change, and are depending on uncertain conditions. However, there are also things that will never change, and one of them is the fact that large companies will always depend on their consumers in order to stay in business. This is why each of them has to spend so much of their resources on marketing. In the age of the internet, most of their marketing campaigns revolve around online ads. However, these ads are mostly annoying to consumers, and so they use ad blocks and similar tools to get rid of them. This is bad for the companies, as their voices get silenced. However, the middlemen, such as popular websites, social networks, and alike, still get paid for displaying those ads. In short, consumers are annoyed, companies spend money on ads that are rendered invisible, and the middlemen get all the money. This is where BAT enters, in pair with its Brave browser. The browser is automatically blocking these ads but is also rewarding its users with BAT tokens for choosing to watch them by their own free will. That way, companies can get in contact with consumers directly, and get the best feedback, while consumers get to see ads that actually interest them, provide an opinion, and make a profit while doing so. The system has a lot of potentials, and will likely become big within a year or two when this idea matures and goes mainstream. When that happens, BAT will likely go quite big. Coinbase recognized BAT potential months ago, and they already added it to their exchange, which is further proof that the project likely has a bright future ahead of it.